Well, that's the new intro from Wayside Motel right there, dude. Yeah, so that's their song, Check It Out, and I use it on, like, all of my my reels now and shit, which I'm just now figuring out how to use, so that's pretty cool.
Don't ask me, I don't use B-Reel.
That's, like, the new avenue that, I don't know. Apparently, I think they went down this avenue a while ago, and I'm just now catching up, so, I
think B-Reel is almost like, it's not even a video thing, though. It's like a...
Yeah, you literally, like, can clip, like...
It's like a multiverse picture.
Literally, yeah. So it's like, you know how you could swipe the pictures before?
Yeah.
Now they just swipe by themselves.
Now instead they're just like one in one.
It's dope. You just put it to music and it swipes. So they're actually like taking away that like extra couple of steps, you know, making it easier for people. I fucks with it. I don't know.
Shit. Yeah,
but,
I downloaded it.
But so before we start, I do want to talk a little bit about like the upcoming episodes. So coming up this next week, I'm going to be dropping your episode, Miss Kristen. And then after that, we got Granny's Garage, the 13th episode, the 420 special, dude.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on. We're still kind of like making plans for it. So that one's going to be super interesting. And then after that, I have like the Ozark 808 guys. They're throwing this rave back in Arkansas, River Rave. And I think it's the beginning of May, so I want to get that in before then. And then I have my buddy Chandler. I'm actually doing his tomorrow.
No shit.
Yeah, do you know Chandler?
I do.
Yeah, okay, bet.
Such a small world.
I swear, yeah. Around here, for real, in the bar scene, it definitely is, dude. Yeah.
Service industry, man.
Yeah, so I'm doing his, but I don't know whenever I'm going to drop it. So I'm trying to get a couple of them stacked up so that I can use them coming up. And, like, these are all just going to be bangers, dude. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to listen to all of them.
That's going to be so fun. All right, so, but we have Miss Kristen Yarbrough. Is that... Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Yeah. So what is the Amberly? Is that your middle name?
It is.
That's a dope middle name.
But I was going to say, so Yarbrough is my last name. Kristen's the first. A lot of my friends, though, and stuff like that just call me Chris, especially working there in Bedford. There's 3 of us.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like Chrissy, Kristen, and Kristen.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, just call me Chris.
Like Chris, bro. So like, one person gets Kristen, one gets Chrissy, and then you get Chris.
Yep.
So you just went simple with it.
Yeah. Well, and I've done that ever since I was younger, too. Like, throughout, like, high school and college, all my friends just call me Chris, and my dad is Christopher. So it just, cutting it down, like, it just made it easy.
There you go. Hell yeah.
And then
after dear old dad there.
Right. And then, like, after going through Bedford, Chris kind of officially stuck outside of the friend zone. So it used to just be like close people that knew me.
Yeah.
And then it just went.
That's great. That's kind of how
the rail after
went too.
That.
Like it was like a select group of people, and now it's like it's not what I introduced myself as, but it's almost my preferred name. But like my name's actually Austin. So like Kristen calls me Austin. My Kristen calls me Austin.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I have like a weird whole dynamic with this
that's how we went, because when I started in Bedford, it was Chrissy, which is also Kristen, but she goes by Chrissy, and then there's Kirsten, and then there's me, Kristen.
Oh, shit.
And they were like, wait, what? And I was like...
And nobody's going to get that differential between Kirsten either.
No, never. And they're like, Kirsten. I'm like... Listen, like, so a lot of people just started calling me Chris.
Like, even if there's not another Kristen in the room, people will fuck up your name.
Yeah, and that's my go-to. I'm like, just call me Chris. Like, one of us will respond. It's really not that big of a deal.
You'll get help from somebody.
Well, yeah, because I got so used to it, and in college, I was in a sorority, and from going from 3 of us in Bedford, there were actually 5 of us in my sorority. So it's like... I just got used to it, so eventually I just cut it down to strictly Chris. Yeah. That's why, like, when you asked my Instagram handle, I was like, oh, it's Chris, but, like, with a T at the end. I'm like, it's easy, it's go-to. Everybody knows me.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, what's your Instagram handle for the people, by the way?
It's at Krist, Krist.Amberly.
Nice. Okay, bet. Yeah. Check her shit out, too.
Yeah,
she's doing a great job over here.
But, yeah, I was like, bro, that's... my go-to. And if y'all add me, don't get ashamed if I don't add you back. All my shit's on private.
Hey, like, there you go, dude.
I ain't trying to have people stalk me like that, okay?
Bro, it's so weird for girls, dude. Like,
okay, the regulars are freaky.
Bro, okay, yeah.
They're like, oh, sure. I
hear those Bedford regulars are something else, too. They're dug in, dude.
Psychopaths. And they were like, oh, yeah, like, oh, I added you on Facebook, or, oh, I tried messaging you. Did you see it? I'm like, sorry, my bad. Like, I was like, no, I have all my notifications turned off for that reason.
I was about to say, no wonder you didn't fucking see the invite for the pod.
I was gonna say, yeah. When you first invited me to the pod, I was like, oh my bad. Like,
oh, that's awesome, dude. Okay, so it's not me.
No. Cool. It's not intentional, but like also it is for that reason.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. That's so wild, dude.
I have way too many people trying to find me. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Especially being a female with like multiple jobs. They're like, oh,
yeah, so many like regulars.
And they're like, where else do you work? Let me come see you. And I'll be like, oh, in Arlington or in Fort Worth. They're like, okay, but where? I'm like, don't worry about it.
I can only take you for the amount of time that I get you here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I'm like, I will only see you here because I don't want to see you in Fort Worth. Like,
like if I didn't have to see you here, I might not.
Yeah, I'm like, please don't follow me. That'd be great.
Dude. And they would, too. They would make the drive.
Oh, but they do.
Oh, that's
I've only had one regular from Bedford do that, but only because he tips really, really well.
Okay, bet.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can.
You can come on over, bro.
Yeah, you can come see me at Social House, too. That's
at least, like, slightly cool?
Yeah, he's actually super cool. And if I'm busy and stuff, like, he won't be that type of person. Like,
oh, my God, thank you.
Oh, you're not, like, paying attention to me?
Yeah.
It's really not a big deal.
Like, that's kind of the point of the regular is supposed to be, like, they hold down that spot on the bar. Like, when you're busy, you know that they're not going to get mad at you for, like, fucking coming around. But then you go over to them, and they're like, where have you been? My beer's been empty. And you're like, well, fuck
or
you,
that,
dude. Like,
or they pull the whole, oh, well, you haven't, like, sat here and talked to me. I'm like, okay, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, in Bedford, like, I'm one girl, and I don't have a bar back. I don't have a second bartender like they do in the evenings. Like, I'm one female rocking a 50-person bar top and the well. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's like the main bar in Arlington, in North Arlington. Like, I can't. I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, if y'all's is 50, that's a little bit bigger, because ours is 40.
Well, because of after the remodel, you have to think
Is there only one bar in there?
Yeah, so they went from 2 bars to 1 bar.
Yeah, that's
and they
a big
completely expanded it. Not only did they widen it so there'd be enough like walk room, but on either side, I think there's anywhere from 20 or 25 chairs on either side.
Jeez.
Plus, I'm doing the well by myself. Like,
and yours is that just straight setup too, so they're literally on either side of it.
Yeah, it's literally just a straight setup.
I like my bar, dude. My bar's so chill, dude.
I used to love your bar, like until I couldn't go there anymore.
Yes, like I was saying off the pod, that's the biggest kick in the. Oh man,
I know. I was like, damn,
so mean. Like you get to give these people all these deals and stuff, man. Like you can't take
legit. And what you used to see me like 4 times a week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I worked 4 days. So I would work.
I'm pretty
Wednesday,
sure you
Thursday,
saw me every
Saturday,
day.
Sunday. I saw you every time I worked. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And then you'd be headed to work and you'd come in, you'd like have 1 or 2 and like fucking be like, yeah, gotta go do this.
And on my spicy days, I'm like, all right, 1 more.
Yeah, for sure. Just 1 for the road. I gotta be there in 10. It's gonna
1 for the road. I'm across the street. It's not a big deal. But no, after the remodel, they completely expanded. And I've obviously, like, I've been a high volume bartender for a while. So they've never really worried about, like, trying to put on a second bartender or a bar back, which is great because I don't have to tip anybody out. But, like, also that shit sucks.
Sometimes you be getting your ass whooped, bro.
I shit you
on
not.
On, like, a Tuesday morning. You're like,
I shit
what
you
happened?
not. Like, so I just went out of town this past weekend. And my last shift was Thursday. And so I worked Thursday morning by myself, 9:30 to 5:30. And
that's a long shift, too.
Because the reliefs don't come until 5, but between doing, like, their pour tests and setting up their drawer or whatever, I typically...
everybody out and stuff.
Yeah, I typically won't run my checkout till, like, 5:36.
Yeah, more like 6, really.
Pretty much. Yeah. And even then, like, Thursday was my last shift before I dipped. And when I ran my checkout, my sales were like $1,500 for a lunch.
Hell yeah, dude.
And they were like, are you good? And I'm like, not really.
No, I'm
like,
pretty tired right now.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, well, what? Like, is there anything I can do to help? I'm like, look, all you need is glassware. Like, I didn't have time to, clearly I have a 3-compartment sink, but like,
Yeah, I don't have time to stand there for 20 minutes. Like,
no, to run your dishes. Yeah. And so the bar back ended up coming in at 6 and ran all the dishes, and I didn't even clock out till 6:40.
What?
And I was like,
shift? Oh,
yeah, and I was like, yo, I was supposed to be off at 5. Like,
yeah. Were you leaving that night?
I left at 5 a.m. the next day. So I was at the airport at 3 a.m.
Jesus.
Literally.
Okay, so we haven't even talked about where were you going?
Okay, so I flew into Fort Lauderdale and I stayed in Miami.
Oh, shit.
It was, I just deserved a break because clearly, you know, like, so I have multiple jobs as of now up until next week, but essentially I bartend anywhere from 2 to 4 places a week. So I average like 50 to 70 hours bartending weekly. Dude. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the move though. I've had like only for like short stints I would do like you'd leave and you'd go to another one, and it's honestly better than working at just one place. Like,
no, absolutely. And it's such like a change of scenery. It clears your mind. You have a whole granted, they're all still regulars, but it's like a different type of regular. Yeah. Like one's a pub, one's a sports bar, one is like a complete club where I can do bottle service if I want.
Nice.
And then I talk to people less because all I have to do is drop off a bottle. Like it's completely different.
Wow, that's cool though.
So everybody's like, oh, why do you do that so much? I'm like, I don't do it because I have to because I need the money. I do it because I like a change of pace.
Yeah. They would give you 40 hours at Boomers if you asked, probably.
Yeah. But I hate being stagnant.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I hate seeing the same 20 regulars every day. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, like, so-and-so, yeah, I got your TV. I'll change them in like 2 minutes.
Yes,
or,
dude. Oh, are you talking about...
I'm out of your wine. Or it's just...
God, what's that dude's name that comes in and watches the stock market and the horses?
I know you know who it is. Fuck. That's why I didn't even say the name.
No.
I'll give you 2 guesses.
Trip, dude. Damn.
I know you know who it is because when
I haven't
Bedford
seen him in like a year though.
Well, because when Bedford was shut down for the remodel, he went to North Arlington, and we're talking about the exact same person right now. And I'm gonna laugh when Chrissy listens to this podcast later and knows exactly who we're talking about. Dude.
Yeah, and they're gonna snitch and tell him I don't remember his name, aren't you? That's the worst. I'm so terrible with names.
He's not even gonna remember that I told him.
No shit, dude. He won't remember the same day whenever you tell him.
No.
He's gonna be like, who?
No, literally. He just yelled at me before we left. I was like...
Over what, the TV?
Yeah, over the TVs. He was like, well, I asked you to put it on. I was like, okay, well, the Masters are on. Like,
yeah.
I can't turn off the Masters.
It's a special event. I feel like Thursday... I feel like there was a bunch going on, too. Like
the Masters are going on. There's a basketball game going on. The Rangers
played? Or?
Maybe. They played that evening.
Yeah, something.
Because Wednesday was a day game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he was pissed. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
yeah, dude, get over it, bro. Like, you can miss one day of the stock market. Well, I don't know. He might have a lot of money riding on it. There's no telling.
I don't care. He wins $50,000 and tips me $7.
No shit, though. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck your stock market.
Mm-hmm. That's why, dude, I have this, my buddy James comes in on Saturday, and he'll be like, yeah, I had a scratch off on the way in here. So he's like, if I win, you win. And
like James or a regular James?
No, regular James.
Okay, I was wait. Yeah. I just saw James the other day.
It's never anything too crazy. He'll give me like $50-$60 or something like that. But it's like he won like $500. Like, yeah. So it's like I don't want him to give me $500. Like he just got $500. You know. Yeah.
But
I would take it if he gave it to me for sure, bro. I need him to go to. He's going to the casino this weekend. I want to say so. He needs to hit it super big and like just fucking.
Oh, I was telling all my regulars. I'm like, yeah, I'm going out of town. I need money. And I had 2 different regulars be like, oh, you're going out of town? Here's like $100 tip. I'm like, thank you.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I need it.
That's what you need the creepy regulars for, bro.
I don't need them following me though.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah. As long as you do it right, and I feel like you have the personality to definitely do it right to where you can still keep them there and like not.
I feel like I've been able to play it off fairly significantly.
Yeah, because there's some girls that just buy into it. Like they'll just fucking they'll just let them.
Absolutely not.
It's weird, dude. I can't.
Absolutely not.
Fucking dudes are so creepy.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you the city, but within that city, there's like 50 bars and you're not going to find it.
So good luck, bro. Yeah.
and like I said, I keep my social media private. They're like, oh, I tried adding you on Facebook. I'm like, too bad you can't see my stuff.
Yeah, you notice how it says friends list?
Yeah. I'm like, too bad you can't see that. For that reason.
Yeah. Dude, so what's going on, like, other than work? I know you work a shit ton, though, so it's like...
Bro, I work so much.
Vacay going on,
Yeah, just found a vacay. Living with my boyfriend now. He's pretty great.
He said he DJs some sort of deal, right?
So he actually has a day job. But it's like... he works for GM Automotive, actually right there off 605 Drive.
Oh, for real? The one right by us?
Yeah, right by us.
Does he come into that Boomers?
Yeah, more or less to social to see me, but yeah.
Right on, yeah.
But no, yeah, he actually, he does like automotive by day, DJ by night.
That's
like,
what's up, dude. That's a grinder right there, bro.
Oh, yeah. And it's actually pretty great because we'll get off, or like say like Friday nights, we all close at midnight. By that time, he's already DJing, so I'll just...
That's sick.
Like, shoot my way up to the club, and I'm like, yeah.
Does he have specific clubs that he does, or is he kind of everywhere?
So typically right now, Fridays and Sundays, he's at Toyota Music Factory, does Reservoir out there in Irving, which is only like a 15-mile hike up Loop 12.
Yeah,
but
for sure. Yeah.
I was like, it's really not that bad.
That's dope.
Or, sorry, 15 minutes, but he does that, and typically when I'd get off, I'll just go see him do that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, just send the grind, doing the hustle, doing my own thing.
Making that yaper, bro.
Pretty much.
Stacking.
Pretty much.
Taking shots, cashing checks, or, well, I guess not
speaking
checks.
Of,
right?
I'm like, actually.
Oh, yeah, let's hook you up over here. I got you.
But no, I actually just recently got a promotion.
Yeah, dude. This is
that's actually what I was kind of telling you about before we started on this. So my personal GM, I told you I've known her for like 6 or 7 years or so because she was my boss elsewhere. And then her husband is actually the coordinator for the same company that you and I work for now. But his event coordinator, like sales lady, is leaving, and they posted.
That's how I know that name.
Yep,
okay.
They posted the interview or the job application on
Hot Schedules.
Yep,
yeah, I sent him an email
on Hot Schedules.
I sent him my resume and stuff, but I never heard back. So obviously, I know what happened.
Apologies.
You're good, bro. Go get it, dude.
But
I didn't even know what the job was, so I'm actually very interested.
I actually didn't even apply for it. They came to me about it.
Nice.
And was like, hey, we know you have 2 degrees. We know your background. We know XYZ.
Yeah.
So just so you know, like this job is releasing in the next days to come. But before we release it, like your name has kind of been tossed around the company, and we wanted to come to you personally.
Sick.
So like that was kind of really cool. That like I didn't even have to apply for it.
Yeah.
But I do have like that background and stuff. So I graduated from North Texas in 2018, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Hospitality Management and a minor in Financial Accounting.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And then while I was at the university, I was in a sorority. I was a Kappa Delta, and there for a while I was VP Finance, and then I helped with coordinating events and stuff like that.
Walk around. You did college like textbook correct. It sounds
literally
like,
though. So while I was in college, I maintained 2 jobs, and I was doing 18 hours a semester, and being on top of sorority.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Talk about grinding, bro.
I've been a grinder for all my life.
Dude. That's awesome.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
But so yeah, before the job was actually even released, they came to me the day before about it. And was like, hey, we're going to post this in the morning. But Ryan and Jimbo kind of mentioned you.
Yeah. And
I wanted to reach out to you, or that's what Steve said, like before it's even like standing corrected. And then, so we had like our little get together, our little meeting thing, because I remember Ryan and Jimbo came into work one day, because, you know, like the headquarters is like right around the corner. Yeah, literally,
yeah. They're and almost
so
connected.
He was like, oh, yeah, you have a meeting at 2 o'clock today. I was like, wait, why?
You're like bartending that day?
Yeah, I was bartending. You're
going to have to dip out of here for a minute?
Yeah, I was like, he was like, oh, did you not know? I'm like, am I supposed to know? Like,
didn't know about what?
Yeah, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bartenders don't have meetings. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like, and of course, the time he came in, it was like 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, you realize I have like 17 people at my bar top right now, right? Like,
wait, what did they do? Jimbo hop back there and take care of that business, bro?
I mean, he hopped back there, and then he called Sean and was like, well, you're the MOD, let's go.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
and Sean was like...
I bet he said it exactly like that. Jimbo's so cool.
Jimbo's funny as hell. But and I came back, and Sean was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm like, well, yeah, because none of y'all handle my regulars, and I do this every day. Like... I was like, I could have told you the second like 10 of them sat down what their order was and how long they needed till another beer. It's 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
That's what's up, yeah.
But no, so like I actually didn't even know about it until the day of.
Damn.
And he was like, oh, well, yeah, by the way. I'm like,
so you should head out like right now.
Yeah. I was like, thanks for that bomb drop. Like,
for real, dude. So they kind of mentioned it to you, but they didn't tell you that they were giving it to you?
Correct.
Like that you even had an interview or anything?
Correct.
Oh, shit.
And so you
didn't have notes prepared?
And no, and so we started talking, and he was like, oh, yeah, so you're interviewing for this. I was like, I didn't even apply. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, my God. I hope you didn't, like, drink the night before. Come in hungover, and they're like, hey, by the way.
Odds are likely.
I swear, right? Yeah.
But I was like, okay. And so I ended up doing the whole like process. I went through a day in the life. Then I went out of town, and then Steve went out of town, and him and I were actually out of town within the same week. I just got back yesterday, and he got back like Saturday or something like that.
Yeah.
But it ended up working out. But I was like, wow, thanks for the warning, guys.
For real? How recent was this? This was probably just like, you said like 2 weeks ago?
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
And so, but for Bedford, I'm already Tuesday through Friday. Like, I'm the only day girl.
Yeah.
And then I have my other jobs. And they were like, well, obviously your schedule is going to change. So Mariah has 2 weeks to figure out who's going to take over your busy shifts.
Yeah.
And so Steve,
I'll hop over there.
Yeah, Steve was like, well, you gotta ask your GM. I said, no, you gotta ask your wife. Like, that's not my thing. Like, that is a husband and wife conversation. You're trying to steal me from her. Like, so if you want that to happen, then you better best figure it out.
Yeah, gonna put that on you. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and so I told her, I said, as of today is like my 2 weeks. So this week will officially be my last week at Boomer Jacks Bedford, and my last day will be Friday the 14th.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy wicked.
That's crazy, dude. I barely caught you as a Boomer Jacks employee, but so it's Ice House is the event sales thing?
No, it's actually a Sidecar Social.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
In Addison, and then they're taking over the Star in Frisco, and then they're opening up that new Sidecar. Too.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that one over in Frisco open?
Not yet.
One in the Star?
Not yet.
Johnny's the one taking over that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he showed me some pictures of like what was going on.
Yeah, so the Star is open, and Sidecar in Addison is open. Nice. However, the Frisco one isn't open yet, but obviously we have a lot of potential locations opening right now.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Mansfield you don't have to worry about a Boomer Jacks being there. They put them right next to each other.
But even then, like, Mansfield isn't open yet. Houston, you clearly know, got pushed back.
Yeah.
Probably so potentially it was May, but I think it's still up in the air. But yeah,
interesting, dude.
That's that was actually a kind of a wrench in my wheel.
Yeah,
like, it was kind of thrown on me.
Way, though?
In the best way. Like, I think it's good because I'm finally going to be out of that SI.
The straight up grind. Like
and it's not that I don't love it. Like, that's always going to have a place in my heart.
But
and
it's like a means to an end kind of deal.
Yeah. You know? And I'm probably still going to do it, like, on the weekends, at least till I can adjust to that because I don't know how to be on a paycheck without walking out daily
and
with
I think
my money.
You probably need the social part of it too. You know?
Yeah.
I was just saying that the other day. Like even if I do get some kind of or the podcast takes off or something, or that somebody like finds the book and it fucking takes off or something. Yeah. But like I'll probably still bartend. Like who the fuck am I gonna have on the podcast if I don't bartend?
Right. No, but like I honestly it was a weird kind of kickoff. So there's going to be an adjustment period. At least for the first month or two, I'll probably still bartend on the weekends and stuff till I can get that adjustment going. I'm still going to be socializing with multiple people because I am going to be running events. Yeah. I feel like that's not the same.
Interesting.
Like actually like
I'm still wondering like so I didn't read or I don't know if I really got to look over the entire like job description of that. So,
I mean, for the record, I didn't either.
Yeah, so. Right, dude. Yeah,
I didn't either.
Oh God, you didn't even get to see the thing first.
Nope.
Oh God.
Nope.
So have they kind of told you what you're going to be doing now?
Yeah. So actually, I don't know if you know who Missy is. But
I know of Missy.
Okay, yeah. So she is
That's a strong
leaving.
Personality that I've heard of. I feel like.
Yes. Yeah. So she's actually leaving her position, which is the event coordinator, because her husband is military or army, and he's getting re-stationed in Kentucky. Ah. So because he's leaving, that's why Steve is such in a rush to fill the position, and instead of filling it with just one of us, he's gonna fill it with two of us.
Yeah. Well, she's probably been doing it for...
She's been doing it for, long, so. I think she said, like, 13 years or something.
Shit.
Like, a long time.
Yeah.
So he's going to fill it with two of us instead.
That makes sense.
Which is perfectly fine. But essentially, so all the big, like, gala parties or...
so like the golf
watch parties or golf tournaments or anything like that they host at... Sidecar Social or at the Star or anything like that where it's like 50 people to anywhere to like 2,000 people.
Yeah, dude.
So that's the position I'm moving into. Okay. I'm going to be the one to like book those events.
Gotcha. So you're just like, so you just kind of seek out like
right. So I'm going to be handed down the contacts that they already have and then go from there.
Yeah.
And make sure that they stay, like, priority, which makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're kind of, like, touching base, like, keeping them on kind of...
Yeah. Be like, hey, I know that y'all booked this last year. Even though she's gone, I'd be more than, like, happy to help you out. And I actually did, like, a whole, like, day in the life thing. And I met two potential clients. Yeah. And they were like, hey, Missy, we know you're leaving, but... We love Kristen's personality. I think she's really open and she's willing to help, especially because I've done it before. Yeah. And I graduated with a degree in hospitality. I feel like I'm very good at like trying to adjust to what the people want.
That's what's up. Yeah.
And so they were like, hey, even if you're not here, hopefully we can touch base with her in July and confirm our event. Yeah. And I was like, all right, bet I'm not even hired for you full time. And
yeah, I already got some people looking. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Cool. I think another thing about it is, like, because she's been doing it for so long, like, you might be able to help them in a different way.
Oh, absolutely.
That's, like, something
kind of bring, like, a...
fresh eyes to it.
Maybe. Yeah, fresh eyes or, like, a younger eye to it rather than the classy go-lucky event.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited, though. That's so that cool, starts actually next week on Tuesday. I signed my contract.
Interesting. Wait, so you can't work at Boomer Jack's?
I can still bartend and stuff, and she said she'd put me on pickup, but my only availability was Monday through Friday anyways. Yeah. So because of Social House and everything else.
Are you going to hold on to those ones, or?
Actually, no. I told Social House that unless they're going to put me on Saturday, Sunday brunches, because the girl that's currently there now, her fiance is stationed in Georgia, so she plans on moving.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was like, okay, like, I'd be more than happy to take over her brunches. So wait,
you're going to go Monday through Sunday?
Monday through Sunday.
You're fucking crazy, bro. Get them.
Straight on that grind, baby. But they don't know her exact date yet. And I was like, okay, well, consider this my 2 weeks. This Friday, the 14th, will be my last Friday.
Yeah.
and I'll keep my Saturday nights for as long as I need to. I was like, but when she's gone, either the brunches are mine or nothing. I've been there for 2.5 years. I have seniority, like.
Yeah.
And so my GM was like, all right, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And so I told him, I said, if not, consider this my 2 weeks. Because I laid the foot down.
Yeah, hell yeah. The ultimatum.
Oh, absolutely. I will. Like, I know my worth, and I know that I'm a very, very strong, like, competitive bartender. And so, like, I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
I was like, you either give me what I want or I'm out.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. That's how you have to do it, man.
Honestly.
Yeah, for real. But you also have to be good enough at the job to be able to do
Correct.
that, you know?
But I've been with them long enough. Like, that's why. And then even if that weren't the case at Boomer Jacks, because technically, I don't know if you knew this, but with working for Boomer Jacks, I actually didn't get hired on till the remodel, but I was a pickup bartender before then.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, Monday Night Football, Saturday Night UFCs, anything like that. And they needed an extra bartender. Mariah would text me, and I would just come and, like, work. But, like, I had no clocking because I was never officially hired.
Yeah.
But she needed somebody to work that night, and I would do it.
That's what's up.
And that was when they still had 2 bars.
Yeah. Oh,
and then after the remodel, she was like, okay, like, I need you full time. And I was like, okay, bet, hire me on.
Finally convinced you all the way. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been around. Yeah.
Okay, well, not like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You've been in the scene for a while.
I've been in the scene.
My bad, buddy.
I've been in the scene for a while. Yeah. That's why whenever I, like, actually, like, started, I couldn't be your regular anymore. I was like, damn.
Dude, that's so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so for the podcast, just in case y'all didn't know, I was originally Austin's regular.
Yes. Yeah, we only really got, like, a couple of months out of that, though.
I think, like, 6 months or so.
Yeah. It was, like, a little bit before, like, Mariah was there for a couple of months. So you'd been coming in for a little while, and then Mariah was working there, so that just worked out, too.
I think it was about 6 months or so that I just come sit at your bar and be your regular, and then one day I just stopped showing up. It was
literally, like, just long enough that I kind of missed you when you were gone. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah.
Straight ghosted my bartender.
Friend, dude, that's fucked up. But you hopped on, you got a good spot, and, like, I couldn't be mad at it.
Well, yeah, because now I'm a part of the family.
What about, you still see Daniel?
Not often.
Yeah?
That's actually kind of a weird situation. So I haven't seen Daniel in a hot minute, but I saw his ex recently. And I was like,
what?
Oh, hey.
Interesting.
I said, what are you doing here? She was like, well, what are you doing here? I'm like,
wait, which Daniel are you talking about?
Which Daniel are you talking about?
I'm talking about, I don't know his last name. Do you know David and Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Daniel.
Okay. So then, yeah. I was like, hold on.
Wait a second.
No, but I actually haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah. Dude, the last time, so, did you see him since he broke his ankle? Broke the shit out of his ankle. We were bartending a fucking quinceañera.
He broke his ankle.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He was in the back and he slipped.
If that is not the most white thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, he literally, oh my god, dude. Yeah, we were, like, partway through, like, I mean, it was like almost over, and, like, we had a couple of shots, but nothing crazy, you know. And it was, like, at the wedding, like, you're allowed to, like, if they want to take one with you and shit, and, like, and we were stuck at different bars, so all I hear is, like, everybody in the kitchen, like, freaking out. I go in there, his fucking ankles, like, yeah, it was bad, dude. It was really bad. And then they started accusing him of being drunk and stuff, and so he got all fucking defensive, and then, like, it turned into a whole thing, dude. Yeah.
Downhill.
So he's been on, like, fucking physical therapy and stuff for the last, like, at least, like, 6 months, if not more than that.
Damn. No, I didn't know all that.
When did Bedford open? It's been a while now.
Bedford reopened St. Pius Day last year. Can you believe that, by the way? Our grand opening was St. Pius Day.
I do remember that, yeah. Because
like, why
don't they normally
would
do
you
like
do
a big
that?
event, like with Sidecar and
Yeah, but with Ice House right next door.
Fuck, yeah.
Because we do an entire like block party. Mm-hmm. But in my head, I'm like, why would you make St. Patty's Day the grand opening? The number one alcohol selling holiday of the year.
That's kind of what happened at fucking when we opened Louisville. They fucked us on opening day, dude.
Yeah, Louisville was fucked off.
Dude? That was bad.
Yeah,
bro.
because Chrissy was, she wasn't even, because she works Bedford with me, and they sent her to Louisville for like a month and a half. That's where I really got to
know Chrissy, because I had worked with her a little bit before, but not much.
Yeah, no, they sent her off for like a month and a half. But I'm like, you literally picked the worst time.
Yeah. Oh, the absolute
nonetheless,
worst
for
time.
like the opening of a remodel, you open it on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Which is when I worked with Amy last year.
They can't afford to miss it, man. They got to get that little extra bump on that open, dude.
Look, I get it because alcohol sales and stuff like that. It's one of your biggest selling days of the year. Mm-hmm. I completely understand, okay?
But you're going to scare off the staff. Dude.
I've worked a lot of places off West 7th Street, like stuff like that. I've been in the service industry for 11 years, and I've been bartending for 9.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, those are huge sales. But, like, that, if you're not even, like, not only, like, physically prepared, but mentally, and your staff isn't emotionally prepared for that.
The whole place hasn't even been used yet the right way, you know? Like,
and you take such a big toll.
Yeah.
Like, because, so we reopened St. Patty's Day of last year, and that's when Amy and they only scheduled 2 opening bartenders. And her and I were like, what the fuck?
What are we going to do, bro?
Yeah, and it was on a Friday, which...
was there a bar back?
No.
Yeah.
No. And
that might be doable with a bar back.
And Fridays, I leave early because I have to be at Social House by 4. So instead of leaving at 5, I live at 3:30.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So it was a whole, like, they're like, are you sure you can't go in later? I'm like...
It's St. Patrick's Day over there, too, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. There's the North Arlington Parade. Like, I have to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it was a shit show reopening. So we actually just hit our 1 year last month.
Wow. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. It's been a whole year. That's insane.
Shit's wild.
But it also kind of feels like longer at the same time. I don't know. Time's weird now.
I lose track.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday. And somebody was like, oh, it's Monday. I'm like, oh, just kidding. It's Tuesday.
Definitely Tuesday. I do that all the time. Like, I'll be telling people the wrong specials for the first, like, hour of the day because I'll be fucked up on it.
Oh yeah, same. I'm like, sorry. Like,
I'll try and, I don't know. I'll fix it. It's all good, bro.
I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, where are your specials? I'm like, the menu's in front of you.
Yes, let's check this out. Let's learn together.
Let's look at it together.
That's my move, bro. Every time I'm like, okay, so obviously you don't know how to use this, so let's see here. What do we got? They're like, what's on this? I'm like, well, as you can clearly see, it says that you have, like, come on, bro.
Straight up, though. Like, customers are crazy nowadays.
Ridiculous. All right, before we get into that, I'm going to take a break. I have to pee again. Look, I told you, dude.
Broke the seal, man.
I've drank like 3 Topo Chicos today, a whole big like 32-ounce of water, 3 cups of coffee probably. I'm on my 2nd beer now. Well, beer, quote unquote, but fucking, yeah, so I've drank a lot today, so I gotta go pee, guys. All right, we'll be back in a
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
All right, and we're back. I got done with my pee break. We were kind of fucking off over here, just telling goofy stories, man. You know how we do. Sorry, so now is the time, actually, where we kind of take stuff back and we kind of figure out all these little detours of Miss Chris over here and how the hell did you end up sitting in that chair, talking to me, bro. So let's just kind of start at the beginning. Are you Texan?
I am Texan.
You are Texan, okay.
Born and raised Fort Worth.
Right on, super proud?
and loud and proud. Yeet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeehaw, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm from Arkansas. And
I knew that.
Yeah. So it's funny, like I grew up in like Southwest Arkansas, and so the only thing I ever heard about Texans was like that, that they would come up and like fuck up campgrounds and shit.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
That's a certain group of Texans that end up doing
Not
that.
all Texans, definitely just a certain group. But yeah, born and raised Fort Worth, yee motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Graduated North Texas in 18.
Yep.
Yeah, born and raised in
Like in Fort Worth itself? Or?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay,
born and raised Fort Worth itself.
You went to like what am I trying to think? Like elementary school and stuff in there?
Yeah.
Were they big then?
Kind of. So I've always been a part of like, I guess you would say like a really big school district. So elementary school, I grew up in South Crowley. So essentially, what some people would call the ghetto, I was like one of some odd white people. Like there weren't a lot of us.
A small percentage. Probably.
Yeah, very small percentage. And I went there up until my freshman year. And then when I became a freshman, my mom moved us to Saginaw, a.k.a. Saganasty.
Really? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I went from, like, ghetto to redneck.
Oh,
and
shit.
that was...
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
This was in high school that this happened?
Yeah, I was 15. And
so
that
you
was...
grew up this whole time, like, ghetto, and then you... That's awesome.
Oh, that was a...
Going to bonfires and shit now, brother.
That was a hell of a change. And, yeah, started going to bonfires. That's when I first got into trouble. Mm-hmm. And...
Little country bars, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to do, like, beer runs, sneak out of the house. Like, But that wasn't until after I moved.
Interesting.
And I would tell my mom, I'm like, the only reason I'm getting in trouble now is because you moved me.
Yeah.
I was
trying to make new friends.
I was like, if you would have never moved me, I was a minority, it wasn't a big deal. I was like, but the second you moved me to fucking Redneck Central, like, it went
Rednecks
down.
are up to no good because there ain't shit else to do.
Yeah. I went
That's
to bonfires,
from,
sneaking out.
How many fields did you wake up in?
Literally. And it was one of those things I was like, I have never been this far in my life. Like, it was wicked crazy. And it was one of the first times I got in trouble, and it was a whole ordeal. My mom was like, what is your problem? I'm like, I don't know, but you moved me. I was never...
an adjustment period here.
Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment. I started driving. I was never really this hoodlum until I moved.
That's so crazy.
And
you moved out of the hood to be a hood rat.
To be a hood rat, yeah.
But you were you like really good as a kid? Like,
so I was a straight A student.
Yeah.
I graduated out of my class. So after I moved, I graduated in Eagle Mount Saginaw ISD. I graduated in 14 from Boswell. But I graduated in the top, 7% of my class.
Nice.
Out of 607 people, I was
with you doing your hood rat shits too?
Hmm? I was, out of 607 people, I was 92 out of 600 people.
Jeez,
I was up there.
I think there were less than 92 in my graduating class.
My GPA was a 95 point something. I was up there. Mm-hmm. So I maintained my grades, but my my personality and my authenticity was completely different.
Interesting.
And the people that I hung out with was wicked.
Did you so going into that, do you feel like you tried to morph yourself to try and fit in, or did you keep what you were and it just worked in
I honestly think I tried to adjust, and I went through some major trauma when we first moved. Mm-hmm. So when we first moved, I was 14, 15, it was my freshman year. I hadn't started my sophomore year yet. I was learning how to drive, stuff like that. Of course, when we moved, I got my first boyfriend. Mm-hmm. It was my very first, like, ever abusive boyfriend.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and...
Damn.
Like, it got so bad, like, cops got involved at the school. I had to change my school schedule. That way, like, we weren't in the same classes anymore. Oh, wow. I had to put a restraining order on him. Like, it became this whole ordeal. And then I got involved with this group of girls who apparently was some trouble when I thought I was, like, helping a friend. And then the cops pulled us over at, like, a Whataburger, and they're like, you know you're hoarding a runaway. And I was like, no, I didn't know that. Like,
what?
Yeah, I was like, I actually didn't know any of that. Like, I thought I was just helping her because she said that she was, like, running from home, whatever. They're like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, well, my bad.
Excuse the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah, I was like, sorry. Like, I didn't know any better. Like, I thought I was just helping a friend.
Yeah, I thought she was just moving.
Pretty much. Yeah. And then from there, I, like, got back into my grades, did all that. Went off to college. Actually started college on a scholarship.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Like,
North Texas?
Yeah, North Texas. I started off for the first 2 years I had an academic scholarship.
Oh yeah.
So it's like my entire when I first moved, it was like a roller coaster.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, it sounds like the whole thing was kind of a roller coaster.
Well, so yeah, and it's not
that was
like
your freshman year was the boyfriend, and then a little bit after was
freshman and a sophomore year.
Oh Jesus!
And I was like, it's not like I did it intentionally. It just I didn't know any better, and I was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Friends, you know?
Yeah, And then, of course, me being the stubborn teenager, I tried to blame my mom, and I was like, well, you're the reason I'm getting in trouble. Clearly, it wasn't her fault, but, like, just being in the situation, I didn't know how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And that's when I, like, first, like, broke out into fights and first started fighting people. And is this whole thing, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, my
hormones are crazy, and I'm in a weird place, and there's weird people around me.
And, like, obviously, like, after the whole, like, first boyfriend thing and going through the school, like, that's especially hard to deal with at an awkward age like that. At being, like, 15, I'm like, well, it's my first boyfriend. I don't know, and, like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know why I'm in trouble.
Are they supposed to be controlling like this and shit?
Exactly. And I was like, I remember one time, like, we had hung out, and I had, like, called my stepmom to come and pick me up from the mall because, like, he had stole my phone, like, tried to, like, do all this shit. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I need you to come get me. Like, it was, like, this whole ordeal. Yeah, my stepmom. You lived with
your mom, though?
I lived with my biological mom, yeah. My parents divorced when I was about 10 or so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was gonna say, and that's another thing that added to it. Like, not only are we moving, my parents just divorced a couple years before that. Like,
so we're dealing with that whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was like a whole. So my teenage years were so weird,
rocky, bro.
Rocky as hell, and it's like it's not even like intentional. It just, it's one of those things like. I will say, like, I made a lot of decisions out of spite.
Yeah. I did the same thing, dude.
But I'm like, pissed. Do you see what I went through? Like, it just...
It's weird because, like, whenever you go through it, it's like you don't feel like you're doing it because of these things, but then whenever you look back on it, you're like, I was, like, pissed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean...
But at the time, you're like, no, that has nothing to do with it.
No, literally. And, like, me and my mom are cool now, and I just talked to her this morning. I told her how excited I was about the podcast and all this other stuff. Oh, yeah. And she was like, well, you better send me the link so I can listen to it tomorrow. I'm like, Mom, I got you.
Don't worry, we'll keep it relatively PG, I suppose.
But a lot of this stuff she already knows. It's like, it was a different time in my life, especially because, like, so I'm the middle daughter. Like, my younger brother was too young to remember any of it, and then my older sister was already gone off in college.
How much older?
So my sister's 4 years older. My brother's 7 years younger.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, he had no idea what was going on. And then I was a sophomore. My sister was already in college.
Yeah.
Like, she knew what was going on, but, like, it's not the same.
Yeah. She was off at college.
Like. Yeah, like, she was gone. She didn't have to be at the house. She didn't have to deal with moving or anything like that because she was already moved out. Like, it was a whole different...
Jeez, man.
Oh, yeah. And so, not to say, like, I felt like I was by myself, but, like that shit sucked.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like...
man.
And, like, being that vulnerable at that age, a lot of people, like, try to, like, put the blame on you. And I'm like, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it was just one of those situations. I was like, fuck this.
Damn.
Fuck going to school. Like, I don't give a shit about any of this right now.
And Mom probably didn't think that any of this was going to happen because of this move, you know, but it's like, that's such a
right.
huge transition, you know,
And that's when, like, that transition is probably when her and I butt heads the most.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I was like, look, I'm not trying to be, like, this bad child or anything like that. I was like, but you also pulled me from a situation. Like, and what the move you thought would be better, pulling me from the ghetto, like, just made it 10 times worse.
What was the reason? Was that part, like, the reasoning behind it?
Yeah, she was like, well, it's becoming a bad area, like, etc. Like, I don't want you to be a minority anymore. Like, it's time for you to move. I'm like, yeah, but you also moved me in the worst possible time.
Yeah, so if you were going to do that, do it in, like, middle school, bro.
Yeah. I was like, but instead you moved me my freshman year.
Yeah.
And
I don't know any of these people, man.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know anybody. You made it to where I can legally drive to wherever I want.
Yeah.
I was like, so every time we got into it, I would just drive 45 minutes back to my best friend's house. I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, it was one of those things. Dude.
I wonder if it would have been different if it would have been the opposite, though. Like, if you would have grew up out there in Saginaw and then moved in to, like, the more ghetto kind of
honestly, I do kind of think about it. But I think also growing up where I do and then, or where I did, and then moving to where I was at afterwards, kind of taught me a little bit of, like, self-respect. Like, because so many people are like, oh, it's the ghetto, or honestly, like, Crowley isn't even that ghetto, but being a minority, and then looking at now that, like, my boyfriend is black, and, like, people try and say that that's the minority. I think it's stupid as shit. Like,
yeah, what?
Like, I feel like
that shit's so normal now. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so it makes everybody, like, take an account into, like, I'm actually, like, more respective of it because I get it rather than to, like, react the wrong way about it.
Yeah, and there's, like, those fucking, I feel like those kids out at Saginaw were probably mean too, man. Country white kids can be fucking, it's so cliquey and fucking ridiculous, dude. Like,
oh, literally.
Jeez, man. And, like, everybody knows everybody, so, like, people's parents own stuff, and it's like, who gives a fuck, bro? Like,
oh, yeah, or they're like, oh, my family has this farm or whatever. And I can't say that I didn't participate in the shenanigans, because I did.
Yeah.
But I feel like the story's just completely different. I feel like I've come from, like, a completely, like, respectable area of it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't start off there, I ended there.
Yeah. So you kind of got to go in and, like, get the best of it and then get out of there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, also the worst of it, too. It sounds like, fuck. But,
no, and I don't regret it. Like, I love everybody I've ever met and stuff like that.
Were you in any, like, clubs? Were you in sports and stuff like that, or?
So, not necessarily. So, before I moved, I kind of told you how, like, I was in dance and all that stuff growing up. But then after I moved, I actually was trying to join, like, the dance team and cheerleading and all that. And the weekend that they had, like, sign-ups and stuff, my mom was getting married to my stepdad.
Oh,
so it was either go to the wedding or go to tryouts.
Damn.
Yeah, so I ended up not going to tryouts.
And they're not going to give you a pass.
Yeah. So ended up going.
Oh, that's my roommate.
Oh, that's good. But no, ended up.
Somebody's breaking in the house.
Right. Ended up going to the wedding and all that shit after that. Never made the tryouts. And I was like, well, I could have done it the next year, but after that, like, it was one of those things, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that would have
I feel like if you don't start off, like, in your freshman year, then you're kind of, like, you can't,
group, dude.
Yeah, you can't just randomly join when you're a sophomore or a junior. So,
and that's why that's such a pivotal time for the move. You know?
And, yeah, and exactly, like, I moved at such an awkward time.
Everybody's starting to get clicked up.
Yeah, so we moved that February or March, and then tryouts were that May.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and I was like, man.
Yeah.
And so.
None of y'all.
Yeah, so it was like wedding or tryouts, and I was like, well, I can't not go to my mom's wedding. I skipped my dad's wedding.
Yeah. Any reason why?
So I love my biological father to death. Like, he is my biological dad. I'm probably, out of all of our siblings, the closest to him.
Yeah.
But there's that factor that wasn't there before. And I don't accept trying to make up for it now. And my mom, like, hates herself for it and was like, I really wish, like, y'all were closer, whatever.
Have a relationship with him.
Yeah, she almost blames herself, and I don't want her to, though. Like, that's not her fault.
Yeah.
But, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like he almost tries to make up for the time being now that we're older, when it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have been here 10 years ago and you weren't.
For sure, yeah.
And so that's essentially, like, how that started. So, like, I actually got into my very first car wreck when I was 16, and my dad was marrying my stepmom.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
And I objected to going to the wedding. And I was like, I'm not here for it. We weren't close like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've already kind of made that clear. Like, I wasn't there for it. And I actually had to call him, and I was like, hey, I know you're at your reception, but I'm on your insurance. And I just got into a wreck.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was this whole ordeal.
Well, that's one way to, like, you know, whenever they say, like, speak now or forever hold your
right.
peace, that's a good way to do that, bro.
But
let me rear end this motherfucker.
But no, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I love my biological dad, but it's just one of those said and done pastimes that.
Yeah, and it's like you were saying, like,
it is what it is at this point.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, another one of those, like, pivotal times, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're just about to start, like, all of this, dude.
Yeah, like, and at this
point. You got through the easy part, you know?
Yeah. And at this point, like, it is what it is. Like, it's more or less, like, we're not in a pivotal time anymore. Like, you're not.
I don't really need support.
Yeah. Anymore. Like, you're not going to.
Full-ass grown-up. You're about to start a big girl job and shit.
Yeah, like a big girl job and shit. Like, you're like, you're not going to make up for, like, what was lost.
Yeah.
And, like, that, like, it sucks to suck, but
that's what happened, dude.
Yeah. Damn. So, essentially, that's where that stance is.
Yeah. Okay, damn, dude.
Yeah.
So college.
So college. Yeah. So I went to college.
Sounds like you definitely got your shit together, like, going out of high school, kind of, right?
Oh, yeah. So started college in 2014. That's when I graduated Boswell. I graduated high school in 14.
Yeah, same. Dope.
Really? I thought you were a year older than me.
I'm 26, about to turn 27.
When's your birthday?
June.
Mine's May. Hey. I got you by, like, when in June?
Typical. The 13th.
Mine's the 21st, so I got you by, like, 3 weeks.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
Wait, did you start early, too? Like, did you so I got in a year Because I was... Sorry, hold
on. No, you're fine.
Because I was born in the summer, I was able to start, like kindergarten, like... Not exactly a year ahead, like 6 months ahead kind of deal. Because, like, I was going to turn.
I don't know for sure, but I think I was right around the same.
Yeah.
Like because mine would have been like a summer birthday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I graduated 14 from Boswell High School.
Dope.
Started at North Crowley High School. Transferred when I was a freshman. And then finish out my years. And then after that, I started North Texas. I got a whole ass academic scholarship.
Yeah, dope. Full ride or?
Not full ride, but I got the first 2 years as long as I met like GPA requirements, which I did.
Crashed, yeah.
Yeah, which I did. Rushed a sorority.
Yeah, what is it?
My college experience was wicked.
Yeah?
Like, so I joined...
I think you're the first person I've had on the podcast that enjoyed their college experience.
So I did, but I didn't. Okay. It's like... So when I first joined my sorority... I went through Rush. I was a freshman. I did it like a normal person. And I had to cover my tattoos because they were frowned upon.
Oh. Did you have you have one full sleeve? Right?
So at the time, I only had a half sleeve.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I had my thigh. But because it was frowned upon, I had to wear like longer skirts or dresses or long sleeves.
Like tattoos in general, or
yeah, tattoos in general. They said that it's unclassy. Yeah. And so we went through this whole thing. Well, then I rushed, and then I don't know if you know like how sororities and fraternities work, but like after rush week, like 6 weeks later, potentially, you get, like, your big, which is, like, your big sister, your big brother.
Yeah, I do know about that.
And so we rushed in August, September. I got my big in December. And then on April Fool's Day, that same year, my big died. Yeah.
What, dude?
Yeah.
How?
So literally, she had gone on a trip to New Zealand, caught some sort of something that made her sick. She was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And then I got the phone call on April Fool's Day.
She caught something in New Zealand?
Mm-hmm. I got the phone call on April Fool's Day of 2015. So literally, I had only been in the sorority for officially like 6-8 months.
Oh my God.
I got a phone call and they were like, yeah, your big died. And I'm like, oh, it's April Fool's Day. I'm like, you're joking, right?
Right? Like,
they're like, no, I'm being
joke, guys.
They're like,
pretty fucked up,
they're like, no, I'm being dead serious. Like, I need you to come to the house. And the house contains 600 girls.
Oh my God.
And so you're like, fuck.
Oh, and everybody's going to be there for that.
So they call, like, what they call a chapter meeting. And we all go up there, and they're like, yeah, we need Kristen Yarbrough, because I told you there were 5 Kristens.
Yeah. They're
like, we need Yarbrough, like, up to the front of the room. And so I stood at the front of the room, and then they announced it in front of the entire chapter while I was standing there.
God.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way to handle that, bro.
Yeah, they were like, we know this is going to be tough to you, but we need to announce it to the chapter.
Had you gotten close to your big before this?
Oh, I was super close.
Oh, man.
And, well, that's why I thought it was an April Fool's joke. And then I just broke down.
Oh, no.
So my entire, like, first year and a half of college life was trash.
Oh, my God. Dude.
Complete trash.
Wait, did they just give you another big or what?
Yeah.
Fuck that,
I had to, like, go through the process again, get essentially what they call adopted into a new family. Yeah.
Was your new big cool? Like,
I mean, yeah, she's still cool, and I still talk to her to this day, but Yeah.
It's not the same. It's just not your, like, original big.
So that's why I'm like, my entire, like, first year of college life was trash.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What a fucking freak thing to happen. Did they tell you what she got, or?
They didn't tell me what it was, but they're like, yeah, this is what happened, and I'm like, so you just had to announce it in front of the chapter like that? Like,
bro, for real. Bring me up there and make me cry in front of everybody,
pretty
dude?
much. I was like, you just had to, like, call me out.
That's not
like,
classy, if you ask me, okay? What the fuck, dude?
Oh, yeah. So, after that, I had
Do you get, like, leave time if that happens? Or,
nope.
Like, fuck, man.
Nothing. So, I just had to raw dog it all the way.
Oh, my God. And still rocking, 18 hours, you said? Did you have a job at this point yet?
Yeah, I had 2 jobs.
Fuck.
So then I started to go through the whole normal process, whatever. Ended up getting a new big, which was another girl that I was already close to, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But
dude,
the situation at hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a whole shit show.
And so that's for the next 3 years. Well, so you have to go through the whole process again? Like,
I had to go.
Like 6
well,
months
so I didn't have to get initiated again, but I had to go through the whole big process again.
What does initiation consist of?
So initiation is essentially a 5-day ritual. Where
pillow fights and shit, or what?
Shit, I wish. Every sorority is different. So rush week is where. Okay, so being in a sorority, rush week is where you go through all of the houses. So like North Texas campus alone, when I went, I think had 7 to 9 houses. Jeez. And it's almost like an interview process. You, like, go in, you talk to a specific girl for 15, 30 minutes, however long.
The chapter president or something?
Well, no. So it's going to be a different girl per
house?
Per female, per house. Because they rank you. So it's like they already know who you are, where you're from, and what your name is before you even walk in the door.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. So by the time you walk in, they already know who you are, and they're just asking personal questions. Yeah. So you're paired.
They have some notion of what
so
they
you're
think
paired.
about you.
You're paired with a certain person because of that. And then after that, so on day 1 you go through all 9 houses, and then every single day you drop 2 houses, so you get eliminated because they don't like you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then
from individual houses?
Yep.
So if you end up at a house, that's your house?
Yep. And so then you get to the very, very last house, and it's typically 2 houses. You have one or the other. Mm-hmm. And they both want you because they both like you, and then you get to pick which one you want to be your family.
So finally a decision for you. Okay, dope.
But yeah, like it's typically like a Love Island type thing. Like it's an elimination process.
Wow. And this is a 5-day process, you said?
Mm-hmm. Based off of what you're tricky, wearing, what you look like, what your answers are.
Is this like you just waiting by the phone for a call kind of deal?
No, literally. God, dude. And then on the actual day, they call it bid day, and they give you an invitation, and it's like, we want you to be a part of our pal.
Is it like I bet it's like a nice, like an actual letter.
Oh, no, it's like a little, like,
sticky note
4x3 that says, hey, you're invited. That's it.
Nice, so like we're gonna need those back. We're using
pretty much. Like I probably couldn't even tell you where my bid day card is.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's an entire like immolation process, like Love Island style.
That's so crazy. Yep. But so you get to know them like before you ever get started, though. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
getting to know the members of management. You know.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
But I went through hell my entire first year.
Jeez, dude.
And after that, I was like, I'm ready to drop. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And then I had to go through the process again.
Yeah.
So I went through the whole process again, got a new big. And yeah, it was just, I was like,
jeez, man.
And then I ended up taking over VP Finance while the other girl was on leave, and
nice.
I actually ended up going like very far in my sorority.
That's crazy.
I took over like presidential and everything. It was pretty dope.
Whoa. Whoa.
But
this is over, what, 3 years?
Over 4 years, yeah, because I did it from 14 to 18.
Yeah. Well, can we count? I feel like the first fucking year was
does
like
the
6
first
months
year really
and 6
count?
months,
Yeah.
right? You know? Like, jeez, man.
I was like, does it actually count?
Wow, you got like put in like a sorority, like purgatory kind of deal.
Bro, you're
like,
telling me.
Fuck, man.
I was like, why the fuck did I even do this?
Yeah, for real. But it was worth it in the end, right? Like, wow. How are those sorority parties, though? Are you allowed to drink at these parties?
Sorry, bad timing.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of.
Yes. Okay, so like sorority parties, you were never allowed to call it a party because we were classy. So they were fundraisers. But we used to co-ed a lot of
Yes, right. Yes.
a lot of fraternity parties.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So those
Frats got to call them parties?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Those are a little bit ratchet.
Oh, no doubt, dude. Golly.
Oh yeah. I went to probably way too many fraternity parties.
Did you party in high school? Like, did you have a...
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
Basis? Yeah, okay.
Well, so it didn't start till after that move that I talked about.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Yeah. I definitely partied, and that's probably when I got into the most trouble. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then it just rolled on to college. I kept my academics square, so
that's what's up. Okay, dope. Yeah. And it feels like in college, it's more like it's like sanctioned. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
especially for fraternities and sororities.
I kept my degree. I kept my scholarship. Like I was like, yo, as long as the wheels are still rolling, we're good.
Hell yeah. So you got the scholarship for the first 2 years? Did they roll it over, or did
no? It just accounted for the first 2 years, which I actually switched my major 3 different times.
What, dude?
Yeah.
I did mine twice, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate, but yeah.
He said I didn't graduate.
But I switched my major or something.
So when I went to North Texas, I actually started as an education major.
Dude, I did too.
Because I wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah, what kind?
Math.
Bro.
Hell yeah. High five.
Dude, yeah. I want to be a math teacher. That's so crazy.
I wanted to be...
Looking back, math was actually like my worst subject, but it was like my favorite to try.
Oh, that was my best subject.
Well, it's like it was the most interesting one, and it was the one that I did. I mean, I got A's and everything, so it was like...
I've always just been so good at mathematics and science. But no, so I started as an education major. And then I went for middle school and high schools because I realized I can't deal with young people, even though I used to be a nanny.
Yeah.
Like I can't do kindergarten through elementary school. I can't. I don't have the patience.
Yeah, we did STEM teach with a 3rd grade class, I want to say.
I did Avid teach.
Little motherfuckers, dude. Oh my god.
I did Avid teach.
Yeah? Oh god, dude, yeah. Wait, so you were doing middle schools though?
I did middle school and high school.
Okay.
And I did my select teaching at Ed Wilkie Middle School, and then the high school or Chisholm Trail High School.
Okay.
So I did.
Those are all like up north, right?
Yeah. Saginaw.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So I did both.
You got to go back to Saginaw.
Yeah. So I did both of those, and ironically, my brother was still in high school at the time. And so I was teaching his Avid classes.
Nice.
And they're like, yo, that's your sister, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he probably got so much hell, dude.
So much.
Oh, yeah.
So much.
Ah.
We're like, okay, yo, hop. Like,
I can't
you
imagine,
need to hop
dude.
off.
Yeah, for real. You probably got in fights over that shit, dude.
But no, yeah. So I actually started as an educator. And then I transferred my degree.
What made you stop? What made you change?
I realized I don't have patience for kids.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, it's like training in the job industry.
Yeah.
If you don't understand me the first time, you're gonna piss me off the second time.
Yeah.
Like,
or if you're not trying.
Yeah.
To fucking you just don't even care.
You're not trying to understand.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Pretty much.
You're gonna have to be here either way.
Pretty much.
And get it over with.
I realized I don't have that patience, and so I was like,
I got dumb questions, and they're third graders, so I get it. But
yeah, no, I couldn't do it, which is why I did middle school and high school. I was like, okay, maybe like the smart mouth, it'll be a little bit different. Yeah, no.
No, they're still just fucking kids.
I was like, you're just even worse.
Yeah, that's like going into like whenever you go from working at like a Boomer Jacks or something like that, and you try like people are like, oh, I'm gonna go fine dining, and it's gonna be like real classy, and everything's gonna be real tight, and like all the systems and stuff are gonna work perfectly. It's the same shit everywhere you go. Every restaurant is a shit show. Yeah, it just always is, man.
So I started education. Yep. After I realized I couldn't keep up with that like nonsense because I had no patience, I went to mathematics and then realized I didn't want to do engineering.
Oh, you went like pure mathematics?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Specifically calc, actually.
Oh, trippy, yeah.
And then after that, it was only like 6 months, and I was like, no. That's when I switched to business and did hospitality management.
So you just switched over to a different kind of math.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, why do numbers, inventory, drawers, all of that all the time? Mm-hmm. I was like, so I would rather do a restaurant type of math.
I feel like whenever it comes to like, so I had my roommate actually got me through like all the way through Cal 3 basically. So like I understood it. Well, it's just all conceptual.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I still tutor people now.
Yeah. Oh,
even like through Social House Arlington and stuff, we have a lot of like servers that are in
students, like they're in school.
Yeah, they're still students, and they're like, hey, I need help on this Cal 2 or whatever. Mm-hmm. I still help people all the time.
I wouldn't be able to do that now. I haven't fucking even looked at that shit since.
Oh no, I was just training one of my servers, Jacob, trigonometry the other day.
Trippy. At Social? Hmm? That is Jacob, is he he's Hispanic of some sort?
No.
Tall? No, okay, maybe I don't know what the fuck
he's like mid gay white boy.
No, okay, never mind. I have no idea who that guy is.
Oh yeah, no. Okay. But even now, like I still like tutor or whoever needs it. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like, or they're like, hey, can you help me on this test? Or I have a lot of servers that are still working on like homework and stuff while they're up there serving. So if they have a break, they'll have their laptop out. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like,
that's crazy. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, just because I don't remember any of it.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I don't know.
I still do it now, but I'm also like kind of appreciative that I didn't major in that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But I've always noticed like I'm actually like a really good like server and trainer, and as long as you pick up.
Yeah. Well, you have the personality for it, but you also, I feel like you don't play that bullshit.
No.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I didn't get this, that, the other. I'm like, no, it's because you didn't try.
Yeah.
Like I don't play the bullshit. I'm like, you either work for what you want or you don't.
It's the easiest job in the world. Like it's like literally the easiest fucking thing.
And when servers don't get it, I'm like, they're like, oh, it's so hard. I'm like, no, it's not hard. You're making it hard.
Making it hard. Yeah.
Like there's the difference.
Like just literally do these little things to organize yourself, and it's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Jeez, man. So that's where the training comes in. So
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. I mean, I feel like I have a temperament for it, just because like nothing gets to me. So it's like they called me the chill cherry whenever we were at
I have zero temperament.
Yeah. So like nothing gets to me. So like I like the whole place is like burning down on opening day. I'm chilling out on the patio. Like, why is everybody so pissed off out here, dude? Yeah, it was wild.
He's like, why? What's up?
I was like, and it's funny because like at Louisville, it's like the front is like a regular restaurant with a bar that basically looks like the back wall.
Are you in Louisville now?
No. I'm still at Arlington. Yeah.
Still at North Arlington?
I came back over there. Mm-hmm. I thought about going up to Louisville because Lady Kristen, she works over in...
Lady Kristen.
Yes, yeah. She works over in somewhere over there. I still don't know. I'm terrible with the names. I've only been here for like 3 years. I should fucking know them.
Only 3 years.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I thought about moving over there, but then, like, I really like my bar over here. Like, I just really like the way it's set up and shit. Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss Bedford so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss my
little
bar.
home bar, dude. Yeah. I know exactly where everything is. I know how everything works. Like, whenever I left and I came back, I was bumping into shit, man. Like, it was bad, dude.
You're
got,
like
shit on my knees from
You're
bumping
like, bro,
stuff.
when that get there?
No shit. And I came back and nobody did anything while I was gone, dude. They literally, like, well, I don't know if I should even say this, but they almost failed a fucking, I don't know if they almost failed it, but they got really bad marks on a health inspection.
Are you really that surprised?
No, not at all. No.
I literally got, our last health inspection was like 2 weeks ago, and I got a 99. I almost got a perfect score, but it's because they're like, oh, you have a blender, but it's not on display. I'm like, yeah, because we're lazy as shit and we're not making blended drinks.
Bro, we don't even have blended drinks.
Exactly.
Right, there you go, yeah.
So we had one, but it was in a box tucked away.
Yeah, we had one that sat in the sink
and Jimbo was like, well, because it's not on display. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not trying to ask for no bitches to make virgin mojitos.
Yeah, what? No.
Like, I don't need that.
For real, dude? That's not real bartending, bro. That's bullshit.
Oh, I had a server, a side note, I had a server ring in the other day. It was like, oh, yeah, I can get a virgin margarita. I'm like, so you want sweet and sour on ice?
Basically, yeah.
And they're like, is that what that means?
I literally just do lime juice and agave and then soda water.
Well, that's why I'm like, what else do I put in there? Like, I'm confused.
That's all that's in there. Like, all the ingredients are alcohol, basically.
Yeah, like, I'm like, so just sweet and
you want
sour.
a lime snow cone, basically.
Got it.
I got you, bro. Oh, man.
People be
I can
tripping.
make the shit out of, like, I started using the coconut, or I'll make, like, a virgin pina colada and shit. It's not going to be blended, though, for sure. Definitely not blended.
What is the craziest drink you've gotten?
Ooh. What's that one? Well, not the craziest one. Probably my most fun one to make. Like something like a B-52 or like a Sex with an Alligator that you have to float. Like whenever you get those layers down,
I have to
down,
make those
dude,
all the time at social house.
Because I'm pretty good at the layers.
Yeah, but that's fun.
So
that's not one you hate.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the one, like the craziest one that'll like throw you out of your whole fucking vibe, like while you're working. Anything with milk, dude. If somebody asks for a fucking like a Scooby snack in the middle of work, I'm like, bro, no.
You're like, you know how many times I have to rinse out the shaker tin?
I swear. Or the coconut drinks too. That shit gets all.
I've had some 2 wild drinks where I actually took pictures of the ticket, and somebody rang in like a Pinnacle whipped dirty martini.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was like,
oh my god, what, dude?
I was like, that's like whipped, like whipped vodka is like vanilla vodka, like
that sounds so gross.
And it's dirty.
Olive
I'm like,
juice,
that's
no,
disgusting.
Come on, dude.
And then I had somebody ring in a Rumplemints margarita.
Ooh. I was
like, I don't know what's worse.
We've fucked with the floats and stuff like that, and like we've put Rumple in them, we've put Fireball in them. It's actually good with like the peach.
Okay, Fireball is good with peach and raspberry.
Yeah,
but Rumplemints
is not. Yeah, it was tolerable with just the regular. Don't add anything else. Tolerable.
Keyword.
Yeah, for sure.
I said
it literally tastes like somebody just spiked your fucking drink with.
I was like, you want a Rumplemints margarita, like.
That person is going places, bro.
Oof.
What about, we have some people that come in and take Rumple car bombs. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Rumple and then Irish cream and then the...
What?
Yeah, dude.
Why would you insult a car bomb like that? And I love car bombs.
You know, try it with Rumple, dude.
Do you like car bombs?
I do like car bombs, actually. Yeah, they're fucking...
I love them.
I like those. I like Irish breakfast shots. Dude.
Oh, yeah, with the Jameson and the orange juice.
Yes, dude.
Butterscotch.
Uh-huh.
We do them at social house with bacon. With brown sugar peppered bacon and a waffle on the side.
Social house, I remember y'all did have some crazy some garnishes, and like there was this one drink I had. I'm never gonna remember it, but
I mean, 10 out of 10. I hate the garnishes.
Yeah,
but
for sure, just stocking them and shit, dude.
Oh yeah. I have people. They're like, "Oh, I'm missing my flour." I'm like, "I'm sorry." Like,
yeah, like you go pick you a flower, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm not doing this today. I have 10 of y'all's orders. Like, I'm not giving you a damn rose."
Jeez, dude.
That or my favorite question. What is the drink with the cherry on it? I'm like, I can put a cherry on anything. I don't know. Yeah,
literally. Like any drink. Like,
I'm like, what do you want?
Like a fucking, what's it called? A blue motherfucker that comes with a cherry?
Literally.
Like anything. I'm pretty sure liquid marijuana, that comes with a cherry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have all of our boomerades.
Those all, yeah.
They're like, oh, well, this one had an orange. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put an orange on all of them.
Yeah, for real, dude, yeah. Unless it's meant, like, dude, those boomerades are fucking...
I'm like, so...
Well, they used to be so easy, and then they were like, no, instead of doing, like, the regular mixers, we're going to make it an ounce of sweet and sour, whatever mix. We're going to change the vodkas. Whenever, you could have just done Tito's and then whatever the fuck. Like,
trash.
Yeah, bro. Like, making the strawberry boomerade was the easiest one. Tito's, lemonade, and strawberry. And then they were like, no, you need an ounce of sweet and sour lemonade, strawberry,
now you need
and the
sweet
strawberry
and sour,
vodka.
Now you need this.
Like, bro, you're just adding extra steps for no reason. They were good before. Everybody loved them. Nobody noticed that you switched to a strawberry vodka, my dude, like, at all.
Well, that, and I'm like, do you know your liquor cost is going out the roof?
Yeah, because you don't sell that strawberry vodka by itself. No,
we
you're
don't.
Literally relying on that. They probably have some kind of a deal with Western Sun, and so they're just throwing that shit in everything, dude.
I think Dan is just...
He's playing with it too much, dude, I swear.
Literally.
And they fuck with stuff for, like, every couple of months is the crazy part. Like, you'll have a drink down, and then they'll just, no. Yeah, we're just going to redo it real quick. Like, don't worry about it. It's going to be easy. We're just going to redo it. It's cool.
No, because now we're bringing in... It's the same thing with, like, the Texas pickle nowadays. I'm like, why can't we just use regular Zing Zing? No, you have to use this mix. I'm like,
yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Literally unnecessary, dude. And you don't even, like, that stuff's... It's good in the Texas pickle, but I don't particularly like it as a enchilada mix because it's already spicy.
I don't like it in general.
Yeah.
I think the actual, like, taste of it is...
I fuck with Zing Zang pretty heavy.
I love Zing Zang.
Yeah, that shit's good, man.
Like, if I'm doing a michelada or a Bloody Mary, I will literally ask restaurants. I'm like, do you use Zing Zang? And if they say no, like, I won't order one.
Not gonna get it, yeah.
No.
Yeah, because a lot of people do their, like,
Zing
house
Zang.
mixes, you know?
I love Zing Zang.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I worked at a place where they put, you'd put A1 in it. And it was good, but it made for a very specific flavor.
So I've never done A1, but I've done Worcestershire. I worked at a brewery. Yeah. Like, we had different... So I'm not huge on Bloody Marys or micheladas, but I think one, but I think I make very good ones because I came from a brewery.
That's what's up.
And stuff like that. Like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like I know, like, the mixes very well. So.
And you have to figure out, like, the ratios and stuff, especially whenever you're doing that. That's the main thing about drinks is, like, if you're over pouring certain parts of it, like, that's why they taste like shit. Like, if they taste like they're supposed to, they're going to be good. But if you can't do it correctly, then that's where you're under a problem.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I just feel like it's so easy. Like, come on.
Well, you would think, like,
yeah.
I don't know. We're just professionals over here.
That's what I'm talking about. Fucking killing it over here. Speaking
Hell
of
yeah, brother.
Professionals over here. Professional podcaster over here has to pee.
Again?
Dude, yeah.
You just broke the seal.
I know. But we're going to take a break real quick, and then we'll hop back on. Because I want to hear a little bit more about this college. Then we got to figure out the fucking... I have so many questions about the fucking grind of the of the service industry.
I have all the answers.
I know. Okay, bet. All right, we'll be back.
All right, bet.
Had to start it off with a little giggle there, dude. Let's go. So I had to pee again, but we're back. Feels better.
This guy.
Fucking goober, dude.
Breaking the seals.
On no alcohol.
One after another.
Beers deep over here, dude.
Honestly.
That's why I like them, dude, because, like, I would drink that many beers, and probably more if it was beer. But, like, I would just do it because I wanted to drink. Like, not to be drunk, I wanted to drink. So it's like now I can just have
like
a
the
beer.
action of it.
Yeah. And, like, I've always liked the taste of beer, so that doesn't help, you know, so. But now I can just drink these, especially, like, I'm kind of finding the ones that are good. Like, this community has, like, it's a 12-pack, but it's 3 different kinds. There's the Pilsner, the Bock, and then this one's the IPA, but the Pilsner's gross, dude.
I've never been an IPA type of gal.
Really? I like IPAs, dude.
Yeah. I love stouts.
These ones aren't my favorite, like, type of IPA. I like the hazy, kind of fruity IPAs, and this one's definitely more like a malty.
Have you ever had that Fruit Ranger?
Hell yeah, dude.
By Voodoo?
Dude, Voodoo has the best, dude. They have that one 12-pack that's got the 4 different ones in there.
Yeah,
like
we just added that to tap at social.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, I picked a bad time to quit drinking, bro. That sucks, dude. What's crazy is, like, I haven't been drinking. I haven't had any problems with the drinking. Like, I haven't even thought about having some, and I can still, like, at work, like, I'll taste, like, the fucking summer shandy, like, one day and stuff like that. Like, I don't have any problems.
I'm a sucker for a shandy.
Bro, that summer shandy, I've been drinking that shit since I was, like,
have you ever
18,
had
probably.
summer shandy, like, half and half with an Angry Orchard?
Oh, no.
Do you like an angry shandy?
Never had one, dude. That's wild.
An angry shandy, so good.
I did one time. We did
or like an angry moon.
Those are really good, dude.
Yeah.
What was it I mixed with Blue Moon one time? Fuck. It was Blue Moon and oh man. It blew me away that it was good. I want to say it was Guinness, but I know that's not right because that's what well,
that's a Black and Blue.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. It wasn't that, but it was something similar to that. It was a really dark beer that I added into it, but it wasn't that. And it was super, super fucking good.
Dragon Smoke or something.
I don't know what we ended up calling it. But yeah, but we took those summer shandies one time and we did the Deep Eddy, the tea vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We got trash, dude. Like, straight up trash.
Well, that not only is like almost all alcohol, but it is such a good flavor.
Yeah, dude. It's literally like, it's like a chill Arnold Palmer. And neither of them are strong flavored, like alcohol-wise. I was going to say,
something that is so easy to sip on.
Yeah. Yeah. So good, dude. Yeah.
Golden days.
But you have like 3 or 4 of those, it's different.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's all hitting you all at the same time. It was a trip.
That's like trying to do like 4 Irish car bombs.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like back to back to back.
And I'm a sucker for an Irish car bomb.
Yeah, dude. Irish car. I had a buddy, my buddy Benji told me that Irish car bombs, it's like kind of fucked up that they would do those on St. Patrick's Day and stuff because like Irish car bombs were used to kill people during the war or like the conflicts and stuff. Oof. So he's like, it's kind of fucked up that they turned that into a shot in the first place and shit. Like,
oof, sorry.
For real, dude. I was like, but
they're really tasty.
They're really good, dude. And it's Irish is in the name, so it makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we're not all super PC out here, dude.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So what I was wanting to talk about was so you had a job like throughout. You had 2 jobs throughout college. Same jobs or multiple?
Same function.
Right.
I was a bartender just at multiple places. Mm-hmm. So
Are you able to bartend before you're 21 here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to be 18 to serve alcohol.
Oh, okay. In Arkansas, you have to be 19 and you have to be 21 to bartend.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't have to do licensing.
You have to be 18 to serve and bartend and 21 to drink it.
Okay.
So even though I was 18, I was still able to serve beers and stuff.
That's what's up. Yeah, you can't do that in Arkansas till you're 21.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, you can serve them at 19. Like, you can take them 2 tables and shit, but you can't pour.
No, legal age of Texas is 18.
That's dope, dude. I would have definitely already been behind the bar, bro. This is bullshit, dude. But But I'm kind of glad because I spent my time serving for that time, you know. So like like whenever servers bitch about stuff, I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut up.
Literally though.
Like,
but no,
used to run that shit.
Legal age was 18, and just cruised after that.
Yeah, that's fucking So it's literally just been since then. You've just been like going.
Same shit, different day.
So literally, you did all through college. Graduated from college in 21 or 22. You said
no, in 18.
That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know why I thought. Yeah, okay. So in 2018. So since then.
I've still been
all bartending. Cruising. Have you tried any other?
Any
other big girl
I
jobs?
did a little bit.
We all think about it, you know.
So for a period of time, I was a real estate assistant for Keller Williams. Realized wasn't really my thing, and then
Keller Williams,
a real estate assistant.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, like I said, realized it wasn't really my thing.
Yeah.
So then
that's basically
joined,
like another kind of bartending.
Yeah, and then so all I was doing was contracts and stuff like that. Realized I didn't like it, and then I joined a marketing group called Newburn Excel, and realized I didn't like that because the marketing group was more or less like a standpoint where it's like you're trying to convince people to buy a product that you don't even like.
Bro, yeah.
And I can't do that. Like
sucks.
If I can't give you a reason that I like it, why am I convincing you to buy it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, exactly,
it, yeah.
and that was my hardest standpoint.
Yeah.
And so I put in my 2 weeks there after like 3 months, and they're like, "Well, why are you leaving?" I'm like, I can't convince somebody to buy something that I wouldn't buy personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, and they're like, "Well,
what was it? Like, what type of thing were you?"
It was all sorts of stuff.
Oh, cleaning, right. Okay.
Like cleaning products, household items, whatever. I'm like, if I wouldn't buy this for myself, I can't convince somebody else to do it. And they're like, "Well, why not?" I'm like, because it's unrealistic. Like it's like
I can't or I won't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, like y'all are asking for something that is unrealistic or not damageable or whatever. Like it wasn't worth it.
Yuck, dude.
And so I ended up leaving that, and then not even 6 months later, COVID hit. So
right on.
I went on unemployment, and then
how was that for you? Was that pretty chill time?
Honestly, unemployment was rough. Like it definitely stuck out, but I had so many regulars. I was like, "Hey, I'll run your errands. I'll go get your car washed. I'll do your groceries, whatever." And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's $120 for groceries. Here's $220." Like, and they would tip me on top of it.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah. So I worked a lot of time, or even then, I had regulars that did like construction and stuff. So I would paint fence panels.
Oh,
I would do anything.
Dude, you just can't stop grinding, can you?
No. So and I was doing it like 5 days a week, like anything to make up for the loss that I was losing.
Wow. That's crazy.
And
I made more money during that, actually.
Yeah, and so I was on unemployment. I would get checks, but then I had regulars, like, I went and bought their groceries for them. I would drop them off on 7th. I'd go to the liquor store. I would buy them a deck of cards. Anything I could do to, like, make up that difference.
And it was probably not even so much like the... partly the financial, but also just like keeping yourself moving kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, because I told you earlier, like I hate being stagnant.
Yeah.
So like I always had to be doing something. And so even then, like if like one of my regulars was like, "Well, I don't have anything for you to do. I'm just doing fence panels." I was like, "I will literally stain your fence panels for 4 hours and I would put like my podcast or
hell yeah,
whatever on live speaker, and I would sit there and listen to it for 3 or 4 hours while I stay in fence panels.
Do shit, man.
Yeah, and he'd write me like a $200 or $300 check.
Yeah,
I was like, anything I could do to like keep myself going.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I was always on the move.
Yeah,
I hate being stagnant. I don't like just sitting at home, and I don't like just earning an unemployment check because I feel like I'm not doing anything for it.
Yeah, so you probably so my unemployment only lasted for what, like 3 or 4 months, I want to say, and then I was back.
Mine was probably a solid like 8 to 12 months.
Oh, really?
Like at least a year. Yeah, I had it for a hot minute.
Yeah, I don't remember because mine, like, it felt like it was weird to start it because I just moved here too. Like I moved here in September of 2019, and then like 5 months later, the fucking shit hit the fan, you know? So like I had trying to get through to the Arkansas-Texas joint unemployment in Arkansas was fucking, or no, I think one of the offices was in Austin, one of them was in Little Rock, and like nobody's answering the fucking phone.
Right.
Like, dude, it was a whole mess. And then they were like, you have to do this to keep it going. And I was like, I'm not calling anybody again. I don't even want to do the unemployment. Like, I don't care.
I was completely just MIA. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, if you need my help, I'll help you. I put out an ad, what you would say. I did like my little social media post, and I was like, hey, if you need me, holler at me.
For anything.
Yeah. I was like, anything. I'll go get you groceries from Kroger. I'll do whatever. Like,
did you ever think about doing that, like Instacart shit or like Uber or anything like that?
I did, but the only thing when it comes to that shit is like you tip out and you have a primary basis on that shit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so it's like
you only get paid so much.
So it's like I'm not trying to pay out what I can barely bring in.
Yeah, literally, especially whenever you can kind of source it yourself.
Exactly. So I kind of did it like under the table.
That's dope.
Like I went to Kroger for a lot of regulars, would drop off their groceries, whatever, and it, like said, it'd be like $120, and they give me $150, $200, $250. Like anything to tip on top of that.
Yeah. Were they all like being super careful? Like you had to like leave it at the door and they would get it later kind of shit? Or was it like you were interacting with them?
Certain regulars were, like they're like, hey, I'm in 212, just leave it at like the bottom of my staircase.
I'll slip you something through the door or something.
Yeah, or they'd be like, oh, or I'll Venmo you or whatever. I'm like, yeah, like nice. Completely like understood. Yeah. I got
Everybody's like, you can like take it as serious as you want, like, and fucking. That's why I was like, I don't care what you guys do. Like, I'm gonna do what I do, but like, I'm gonna respect what you do. Like, if you want me to wear a mask around you, I'll wear a fucking mask around you.
And that's what I did. I was like, if you need me to, great. If not, and a lot of them didn't really have an issue, but they'd be like, oh, leave it outside my doorstep. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Like,
yeah, and then like going back, because I went back and I think I only made it to like July or August or something like that before I got back to work. And then you go in and it's like they were like bitching about wearing the mask. I'm like, dude, just fucking like just do it. Like, it's not gonna be that long or whatever. And it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you care enough that it doesn't work, like, it's not gonna hurt you to wear it, you know? Like,
literally though. Like, and people would get so mad,
so pissed, dude. And who is it? Shayna. You know Shayna?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would have it down all the time. Like, people just bitch all the time, dude. And I'm like, why are y'all like, y'all came out, you know? So it's like, you're obviously
like, you're
not
the
that
one that came
here.
It.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. People are weird, dude. And people got super weird during that whole thing, dude.
Yeah. Whole pandemic was like.
Oh, dude, that made me. We were supposed to do I was working in Deep Ellum before, because I just moved here, and so I found
Where
a job
were you
down
in
there
Deep Ellum?
at Harlow.
I love Deep Ellum.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Deep Ellum's dope. It's something like I do in like short, like every once in a while I'll go down there, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I fucking work in there, dude. I was about to quit anyways, basically, because like it was just fucking go. I'd be there till like 6 a.m, wake up, be back at 4, like 5 days a week. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. Everybody's fucking drunk and on drugs and shit. Like, it's crazy. And we were supposed to have this big ass St. Patrick's Day. Jameson was gonna roll a truck in there and like do all kinds of crazy stuff. And like, we had gotten all the swag and like put up streamers and shit. And everybody had like fake Jameson tattoos and shit. And like, it was gonna be dope. And then nobody showed up, dude. Like, nobody showed up because I think. What was it? St. Patrick's Day was on that Monday, and this was Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And everybody was, like, hearing about it and stuff, and, like, we're all up there. Like, they overstaffed. Like, everybody's chilling, and so everybody just got fucking trashed.
I was like, everybody's like, nope, I'm not going.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. We probably saw, like, 20 people that whole day.
Damn.
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
I was going to say, that's a rough one.
Yeah, and then we got the word on that Monday that they were going to be closed for a couple of months or whatever, or 2 weeks at the time, I believe, and then it just kept going on for that.
Because COVID or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever the fuck actually happened, who knows?
That was a whole, like...
so crazy, dude.
That was whole, like, another era, like...
Yeah.
Which was crazy because I used to tell people all the time, like, I would never believe in my lifetime that I would go through something like that.
Yeah. Because it's shit that you hear about, like, the smallpox shit from, like...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, oh, the Black Plague, you had World War II, you had all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But
that was a significant event.
But like, you never think, being in your 20s or 30s, you're like, yeah, I'm going to go through an era like that.
Yeah. Like, we went something that people, like, is going to be in the history books.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And probably not even the first, like, this is probably the first of many of those things that are going to be happening, too.
Like this deadass will probably be in the books.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. It's so weird. Do you, like, I listened to podcasts, like, from, like, 2 years ago, and they're, like, in the thick of it, like everybody's talking about it. I'm like, dude, that's weird, dude. Like everybody's
that's
like
wild.
Wearing masks and shit. Like you see people on TV wearing masks. There's masks in TV shows. Like they made the show and have them wear a mask during, like in the show. Like that's not gonna make sense later. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
and people are gonna be like,
weird.
well, why is that a thing? Like,
and we're gonna be like, fucking in 2020, St. Patrick's Day, bro. The world shut down, man. And the only reason I had even heard about it was, like, people at the bar would, like, kind of mention it. And I remember one time in, like, January of that year, I tried to shake a guy's hand. He's like, you probably shouldn't do that because of this that's going on. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, well, if you don't know, like, I don't really know what's going on either. So it's like, I don't. And I was like, what the fuck? What? It was
you're
weird.
Like, wait, where are we going with this?
It was this old dude. I didn't really care to talk to him in the first place, but I like to shake hands at the bar because I feel like it establishes, you know, a connection and shit. So
right.
And then he made it super weird, so I was like, all right, cool. So this is how this is gonna go. Yeah.
Even
you get
worse.
A lot out of that first
you're like
sentence.
All right,
out of the person.
I know how this is running now.
Yeah, for
Got
sure.
it.
Yeah, you get a lot in that initial greet, man. Or you should anyway. Some people don't get hints, man.
Hell no. I don't try and talk to anybody. Yeah. I have this one regular that comes in, and he's literally like, hey, so how's so-so? I'm like, who? I don't know. I haven't seen this person in like 7 years.
He's talking about another regular, or he's talking about?
Another regular. It's like, oh, yeah, I know he was your boss once. Well, how is he? I'm like, he was my boss like 7 years ago.
He's doing something else. I haven't talked to him, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. And
why don't you reach out to him if you're that good of friends?
So I started to kind of be an asshole. And I started off popping a joke, and I was like, I don't know. I heard it's your turn to check on him. Like, not mine. Like,
nice.
I'm like, I don't know. I haven't heard from him. Oh, well, I was just checking. I'm like, I don't know, man.
I don't know,
like,
dude. Like, if you haven't seen him, I haven't seen him. You know what I mean? Because you're here every day. So, yeah.
I'm like, you're here every day. I'm here every day. You didn't see him yesterday. I didn't see him yesterday.
You know as much as I do, bro.
Literally. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Man, the fucking regulars, it's such a weird, like, they have their own, like, they're all friends.
Their own persona.
Do you know Mr. Bill?
Maybe.
From Arlington, he'd walk around with a cane and stuff. Like, that's really the only way I can describe it.
He walks around with a cane.
So he would walk. He lived like a block or two from Boomer Jackson. He would walk around every single day.
North Arlington?
Yeah. And so he would go there and like Shell Shack, and I think he would hit Hooters and stuff. But he would only go where he could walk. Like, he could walk to Social, but it's like
he could only go where he could walk.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, bro. Like, people would sometimes they'd have to drive his ass home because he'd be like, he'd come in there and get hammered, dude. He's like 87.
Those are my favorite regulars. They're like Steven, when you were talking to me about stock market earlier, he was like, I turned 76 this year. I'm like,
he's always like, I don't look it, do I?
I'm like, but is that bro, like an accomplishment or?
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, you just turned 76.
Yeah.
Like, hop off
there, buddy. Yeah.
I'm like, stop asking for the stock market.
For real. Like, is he still playing the stock market, or is he?
No, literally.
He's like fully retired, right? Or
he's fully retired. And he will literally tell you that he's watching the stock market and that he won $50,000 and then leave you $7.
Bro, that's rough. And he always, what does he drink?
Capital asshole.
Yes. Double S. $.
No, but you're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. What does he drink? Is it Makers on the rocks, or?
No, Makers and Diet Single Tall.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. It's been too long, man.
Makers and Diet Single Tall.
There. Yeah.
Oh, which, by the way,
drinks quite a few of them too.
No, so he used to be on a drink limit. He was only allowed to have 5.
Yes, yeah.
And
I think he was whenever he would come to Arlington.
We caught him pissing in our front bushes with his pants down to his ankles. So now he's only allowed 3 drinks, not 5 anymore.
Oh, no.
3 drinks before you're cut off.
Wow.
Tell me how that doesn't mean something. You can only have 3 drinks without being cut off.
Like oh wow, dude. Get your shit together, buddy.
3
Steven,
single Makers and Diet Stalls.
Oh my God. Peeing in the bushes, and that's like, you're not hidden at all. Like,
I've never seen so many old man ass cheeks in my entire life.
Oh my God, dude.
Next time I'll take a picture, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Austin.
please do. Yeah, okay, cool. Dude, did you hear about the people that were fucking by the highway at Louisville?
What?
Yeah, dude. I was so like, I'm basically at this point, like, once we opened and stuff, we're kind of like, cheers, buddy. Nice.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, that's real good. No alcohol and shit. But so there was this group of 4. And so basically at this point, once we open and we got like a week in or so, we're basically like managers on duty, like just kind of keeping eyes on shit while the managers, because they kind of rushed it. So they were still doing like back of house stuff, like setting up notebooks and shit like that. Like,
right.
That's the kind of
all
shit
the
that we're helping
tablets
with.
and whatever.
Yeah. And
doing the damn thing.
Definitely doing the damn thing. But they needed us to be out on the floor, like watching stuff, you know? So like one of our more timid servers had this group of 4, and like they were a really loud group. Like they had come from a golf tournament or something like that, and like they weren't drunk whenever I talked to them, but they had a couple of drinks at the golf tournament, and they had 1 or 2 there. And then I talked to him, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" You know, and like once I talked to him, I was like, "Oh, you guys are just like loud people, like in general." So it's like, obviously we're going to keep an eye on you, but I don't think we need to cut you off at this point.
I was going to say obnoxious like me.
Yeah, well, no, way worse, dude. So much worse.
Because I know, well, side note, sorry, podcast, but I know one of the first times, like, I got drunk with Austin, he was like, yo, you good? I'm like, no, I'm just a loud person. Like,
yeah.
And he was like, oh, no, yeah, you're good. Like,
yeah.
But I just get, it was one of the first times. I just get very loud, but I'm such a rambunctious person.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Especially like I have a very loud, dude. I have a very loud personality.
And you get to talking to like Daniel or somebody at the bar.
Oh yeah, and I'm so talkative. And you're like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Austin, I'm promising you, like I'm fine." Like I'm like,
bro, you know you still got to go to work. Right?
Yeah, and I did. I told you I was like, I'm still going to work. I'm chilling, and you're like, all right, I'm going to trust you. Like, I was like, no, like, I promise. And what? You've trusted me ever since that day?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I was like, no, I told you. Like, it.
Yeah,
I'm a wild
these guys
ride.
were so much worse. Oh, my God, so much worse. And they were like, dude wanted to shake your hand for way too long and shit and, like, explain his whole thing. I'm like, yeah, cool, buddy. You know, like, can I have the hand back, though? Like, it's cool. It's cool.
Like,
you guys
can I
good.
have my hand back?
So I was the morning shift, and I left at like 6 or 7 or something like that. And I guess I had told everybody about it, but I don't think they gave him that much more. And I think they ended up cutting off. They definitely cut him off after this. But so it was like a white couple and a Hispanic couple. And the white couple, so this is on their patio, which looks out on
the far side?
Yeah, so you have...
Because you're always at Main Bar.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about in Louisville.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because other boomers, you're at Main Bar, not
for
side
sure.
patio.
Yeah. But no, so the main bar there, like it's right off on their patio, which the main bar overlooks. It's kind of like you've seen Grapevine.
Yeah.
Like their setup, it's almost exactly like that, except the front door is kind of where their banquet room would be. So you come in, you see the bar across the back, and then back there.
And then it's sections.
Yeah. And then back there is like the patio.
Right.
But it's right off of the fucking highway. I want to say it's like 635 or something like that. And like the off-ramp goes like basically like right up to the patio. And these people went outside in the mud and started doing it doggy style on the side of the highway. Like
You're
just by a
kidding
bush.
me.
Just like by a bush in the mud. Like it had been raining all day. Like, and fucking a couple of people, I think Christy was there when it happened. And she had to walk out there and like her and like 3 other people walked out there and they're like, hey.
Please tell me you're
like,
joking.
No, bro, this is for I was crazy about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Stephanie, you know, Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, she like, she was telling me about it. Just like, they literally had to be like, hey, stop, bro. Like, what are you doing? And they had to like, they pull up muddy pants back on him, go back inside and fucking get escorted out. You know that shit was sticky as hell. Oh my God, dude. And they weren't the most attractive people either, so there's that too. So
no, literally, so the last time Steven got called out, one of our regulars, Jim, was walking outside back to his car, and he works for American Airlines, and he was going... And Steven was literally, like, standing at the bushes, pants not even, like,
around
down.
His ankles like a fucking
like, down to
third
his
grader.
ankles. Yeah, down to his ankles. And he goes, Steven, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, my God.
And he was like, what are you talking about? And, like, scooped him back up. I was like...
And that's, like, right by the parking lot.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
We're like, you need to go.
This is in, like, a shopping center, but, like, this is not hidden in any way. Like...
Literally, we're like...
What, dude? And so he's done this multiple times?
Multiple times.
Just peed in the bushes like that?
Peed in the bushes, the stalls like that, all of them.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm like, you are a 77-year-old man. Please stop.
Yeah, you're old enough to know better. Wow, the Makers and Diet Cokes will get you, dude.
Makers and Diet.
Because you know the diet, it's a
hey, clear
it's
to
not
the
real
podcast.
Sugar.
Stay away.
Stay away from Makers and
No
Diet.
Makers and Diet.
Anybody that drinks Diet Coke with their shit is like, I had a buddy, he would drink 100 proof vodka and Diet Coke, and we'd drink it all the time. It's fucking awful, dude. Oh, man.
Yo, we went to someplace in Miami, and he was like, the only shot I have available is 151. We're like, nah, we're good.
We're going to go to a different place, okay? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Trying to get people hurt out here, dude.
Facts.
Well, I mean, but that was some pineapple juice. You know.
I can't. I'm allergic to pineapple now.
I remember that. Fuck, man. Yeah, because you said it was a late thing. Like, it happened.
It was a late thing because when I first started with you, I was tequila pineapples.
Yeah. That's so fucked up, dude.
You're telling me I
That's
love
so
pineapple.
Sad, bro. Oh, my God.
Well, I guess loved.
Was it just pineapple, or I think there was... It wasn't like strawberries, too, was it? No, that's somebody else, I think.
No, pineapple, kiwi, and tequila.
That's what it is. Okay, yeah.
I'm allergic to the agave, and then I'm allergic to pineapple, and I'm allergic to kiwi.
Jesus, dude.
And it's all recent, too.
That's so crazy. Like, you just like, grew an allergy to the drink that you liked? Like,
yep.
What the fuck, dude?
I guess it's my body's way of saying I drank it too much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It said, hey, fuck you.
So now you kind of keep it guessing. You just drink, like, little, like, something else here and there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I balance between Rumple.
Apparently gotta psych your body out.
Rumple vodka and whiskey.
Rumple car bombs?
No, asshole.
Now that I've said it, you gotta try it, dude.
Only if you don't do one with me next time.
Okay. It'll be a while, because I don't know how long I'm doing this drinking thing, man.
That's fine.
We'll see. Yeah. I don't know, because I literally haven't had any problems with it. So it's like, I don't know. But I was getting a little bit out there for a while. So, yeah. I did it to, like, check myself, so.
We stay wild.
Yeah. Stay wild, and bro. Well, it wasn't even I was doing. Like, I was literally just in the house drinking a 12-pack by myself for no reason. Like, why did you even do it? You know?
Yeah. Stay wildin'.
Stay wildin', dude, for real. Doing podcasts, like, some of those fucking podcasts, I was trashed out on them, dude.
Hey, gang, gang.
Yo, there was that one I did with my buddy Jason, and we drank like a 12-pack of IPAs, and then we finished off like a half a bottle of whiskey on top of it. One of the first podcasts, we polished off a bottle of Proper 12. I think I have the bottle sitting around here somewhere. We've all signed it and shit. But.
Hey, we've had a hell of a time, though.
Yeah, for sure, dude. This has been awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, is there, so I was going to ask, is there any, so with the new job and all that stuff, like, how are you feeling about, like, the future and shit, dude? Like,
nervous as hell.
Yeah? It's big. That's a big deal, dude.
That is a big deal, and...
That's huge for you. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Shit.
Whoa, dude.
Buddy, one of us has to move forward, so...
That's true, yeah. And, so actually, like, with the whole, like, NSO thing...
Don't get me wrong. I'm scared as hell.
Yeah, no doubt, yeah. That's a big deal. Yeah, but
I think everything will work out very well.
Mm-hmm. Well, it found you for a reason.
It found me. I didn't search for it. Yeah. So.
And so it sounds like the perfect fit, too. And it sounds like they're kind of doing it correctly, too, on the back end of it. So I think it's going to be dope, dude.
I hope so.
And so have you worked for...
we're definitely going to have to do a follow-up.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, let's get you a couple months in over there, and we'll see how it goes, dude. We'll see if you're even bartending anymore at that point, or like... Shit, dude. Is there a bonus structure involved in this?
There is, actually. I get a monthly bonus on top of salary, and then I'm doing commission per event that's booked.
Oh, cool. Do you get to attend these events?
Yeah.
Dope. Oh,
I'm like solely running them. So.
Yo. Do you don't have to choreograph like the food and all that kind of stuff?
I'll make sure everything's like set in stone and that they have like enough going on.
Yeah. But these are at the sidecars, right?
Yeah.
So it's like at that point it's up to like the GM and stuff to get their shit together on it.
Yeah.
Cool. So you send them a bunch of business, and then they gotta fucking take care of it.
Pretty much,
bro. That's so cool.
I'm super excited, but super
be back there
nervous.
like guest bartending at your little events, dude. Ooh.
Boy,
that's how you do it. Then you get those regulars, like those. You like get the big wigs coming up behind the bar, and you're like, yeah, but see, I put on this event. What you got going on? Kind of shit.
And I get like a certain commission and a certain bonus per month. So,
nice. Yeah. And you have an office, or how does this work? What?
And then they said that whenever I don't have an event going on, I'm remote. So they provide me with a work laptop, and I can work from home.
Whoa, dude. Ah. Damn, that's sick.
I was like, boy, but...
Whoa. That's going to be cool. All right, so is it based out of the headquarters over in Bedford?
No, headquarters out of Addison.
Is that's the Ice House one? Or?
For Sidecar Social.
Fuck, Sidecar. Damn it, I keep mixing those up. I don't know why it's so hard. Dude, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
That's going to be so cool, man.
I know, right?
Yo, so you said next Monday.
I signed my contract Tuesday, a week from today.
Go, dude. Man, yeah, we are definitely going to have to follow up on that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do a follow-up a podcast.
I'm, like, so excited for you, dude. That's going to be so cool.
I'm excited, but I'm, like, hella nervous.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, And it's kind of like
that, and I'm so used to having my money every day, whereas now that I'm going to salary, I have
but now your bank account's just going to be chilling with money in it.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to get used to bi-weekly and stuff like that, which it won't be a big deal, but like internally, I'm freaking out.
Basically, like you'll just have to figure out like the base pay part of it, and then the bonus structure, that's going to be cool too. Like,
but like internally, I'm freaking out. I know I'll be fine, but I'm like not used to it. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, man. I've never had to just go straight off of a... Have I ever? Well, no, I mean, in high school, I had jobs where it was paycheck, but I really had just a straight-up paycheck job
I haven't had a straight-up paycheck since high school, so...
I did for the NSO. I had paychecks, but that was like a paycheck and per diem kind of deal. And stuff
I was going to say, so when I was in high school, I had a paycheck. And then I immediately went to bartending. So for the last 7 years, I've just got used to having it on hand. Yeah. Which sounds crazy, but...
Dude, so if you reclaim your weekends, what are you going to do, though? I don't even know if you want to, because you sound like you're just going to fucking... I
thought about still bartending weekends. Maybe I'll take a nap. I don't know.
Shit, dude.
I don't know, man.
What? Maybe you'll come by fucking North Arlington on a Saturday morning and I'll give you a drink, dude.
Right?
Wait, no, you still can't drink there, huh?
Who knows?
Ooh, yeah, we're getting into different territory here.
It's different territory.
Slightly different company.
And like I said, I know the last time I had a nap.
Right, though. Yeah. Or just a Saturday where you weren't like going on vacation or cramming a bunch of shit in that you needed to do.
Yeah. It's going to be wicked crazy.
I'm so excited for you, dude. That's so cool.
I'm so excited, but I'm like super nervous.
Yeah. But you'll have your social house stuff Saturday and Sunday because they're obviously going to give you that.
As long as they give me what they want, or else they have to expect my 2 weeks.
Yep.
And you're going to be a don't want that.
No, dude. No, they're going to try and hold on to it as long as they can.
Yeah, they're going to lose, not trying to toot my own home, but they're going to lose too much business.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's probably what Mariah's thinking, too. She's like, oh, fuck.
She don't know what to do about my daytime jobs.
Oh, man. Are there any bartenders up there that would want to work mornings? Or
it's not the fact that they don't want to work it. It's that they can't handle it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because those mornings do get wild, dude.
I told you my last one was like $1,600
yeah, dude.
on a morning.
Yeah.
That's typically what they run evenings with two bartenders
and a bar back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my Saturdays get sometimes. Like I'll hit like 1,500 or so. And I typically don't have a bar back or anything on those, but that's if something's like happening. Like if I get 1,000, I'm like, that's cool. You know, that's
that's like my daily.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
And she's like, nice. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Somebody's got to fucking hop in there, sink or swim, bro. Make some regulars.
That's what I said. I said, you're either going to sink or you're going to swim.
Or Mariah just hop back there and do it herself. She's a fucking G, bro. Let's do this.
She is a G. She is a hella G.
Well, all right, dope. I think we fucking covered pretty much everything, getting you into your new stuff going on, dude.
Yeah. I think we straight rolled out.
Yeah. Oh, we fucking killed this, dude. You did awesome.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. And I can't wait for the next one, actually. This is going to be dope. Yeah.
I told you, let me know.
Yeah.
We're going to have a whole menu rollout.
Yeah, dude. All right, yeah, I'm excited. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Kristen, you go get some sleep. And fucking, I'm going to drop this tomorrow.
Yeah, something like that. I only open at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So
I open at 10:30, so I'll have to get this shit done tonight. It takes me like fucking 10 minutes to put this all together.
Later, my dudes.
Good at stuff. All right, bye, guys. I'm actually going to play this on the way out. I might as well. She don't want me to be the things that I like to be. Check it out.